Welcome, everyone. The ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this. The battle for the national championship and college football immortality. A moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And this game is the culmination and the collision of two undefeated teams. Two teams that had defied the odds and come through this season unblemished. Now, each looking to take one final step and become a college football undefeated national champion. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Big guys up front, lined up. It's first down. Here's the handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. The Bulls hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. They're going to run the option. He'll toss it to the back. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll run it here. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. There's the handoff. That run moves the ball across the 40.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Breaks loose at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Bulls pick up first down yards to keep the drive going. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. And they'll go right back to him on first down.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Play number 7 on the opening drive, and it's 3rd and short. Tight end goes in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, USF. And wow, that is how you kick off a national championship game, Kirk.
Man, Chris, you're exactly right. This offense came out with a mindset that they're not going to wait around and wait for this defense to get settled in. They're going to punch them straight in the mouth and assert themselves. What a championship-level statement that was.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's running out of time here. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. Here comes the up-tempo offense. And then first down, right back to the running game. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Close to the tight end. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
They'll kick it away here. Fair catch made at the 20. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. The Bulls looking to use the up-tempo offense here. And the back now goes in motion. They'll run the option. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Can he make it to the marker? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. The last drive stalled and were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. An inside give now from the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Play action here on first down. Looking for his big tight end. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bulls. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. We'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the UNLV offense back out there. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They're going to run it here. He's found some room at the 45. They've got him at the 48. That's a first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary, and they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Quarterback still with the football. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Well, not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
3rd down after that running play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He grabs it inside the 20. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And now the first snap in the red zone in this drive. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
And now the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. So no hesitation. The offense is on the field to go for it here. It's a crucial play. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution and championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Going with the old counter run here. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. The Bulls looking to run some tempo here. Quarterback's got it on the option. He decides to keep it here. Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. Refusing to be stopped on this play. Touchdown, UNLV. And the defense joins the party with a score. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could hope for on this biggest stage in the national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's the option play. The back's got to run a pitch. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on 3rd down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got 4th and short.
The Bulls will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And they've got the returner corralled. The UNLV offense back out on the field now. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Caught quickly. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Trying to make the first with a wide receiver handoff. Breaks loose now into the open field. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And to be tackled right at the 20, that's a good job by the coverage team. The USF offense is back out there now. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Ball handed off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. The Bulls come to the line to run the hurry up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. We'll try to run it with the option. He'll pitch it. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Bulls will have 1st and 10 here.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Launching it. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. It's 3rd down for the offense. It's an option look. Got the first down, now looking for more. Forced out of bounds, just short of the end zone.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
The Bulls looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. 2nd down and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Defense flexing. They stop him again at the 1-yard line. That would be 3rd down.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They get nothing on 2nd down. Sets up a 3rd and goal from the 2. Receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, South Florida. Strong game by this quarterback. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, winding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football, this offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Fighting off the defender. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And at first down, they go right back to him.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Movement here from the tight end. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And we're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They'll stop him on a small gain here, tried to run for it on 3rd and long and came up well short. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up. We'll get to the line here in the no huddle. We'll look to throw it here on second down. It's complete. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down. The Bulls hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They'll try the option play here. The freshman brought down after a nice run. That's an important first down on that running play. And he drops back in the gun. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Hits the running back in the flat. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. Let's see if he's got the leg from 49 yards out. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Here comes the UNLV offense back out there. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Handoff to the back. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. No huddle here for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Pressure is coming. Dump off caught by the running back. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. The clock is still running. I'll have to hurry up here, but it's a crucial 3rd down. Oh, here comes the reverse. He shreds the tackle. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a 1st down. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. There's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, and hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Short pass, finds the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. He makes the grab into the end zone. Touchdown, UNLV.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Bulls will kick this away to get the second half going. Returner decides to fair catch this. The UNLV offense back out on the field now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Handoff from the shotgun. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Third down play for this offense. Short throw complete to the tight end. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. They settled for a field goal last time. Let's see what they can come up with on this possession. They'll try the right here. Fights through the tackler.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Give it to the back again. The Bulls keep the football on the move.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Keeping it on the ground here. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. The Bulls will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Play action fake, looking to throw. Running out of time. There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Boy, this offensive line is so caught up in making sure that they're accounting for the defensive line. Nobody sees the inside linebacker. He comes home on the blitz and gets the sack.
The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Receiver makes the grab. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
The back's got it. Just runs through a man. A mismatch. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. And they've got him behind the line. The option doesn't work at all.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that first down.
Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. And this one is right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. The last possession, they coughed it up, but it only cost them a field goal. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Moves the ball up to the 30. The Bulls come to the line in a hurry out. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quick throw to his receiver. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity to here put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them the 4th down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. And they'll give it to the back. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. First down here for this offense. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Now someone moved this a bit too early. It'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Penalty makes it 1st and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Running back grabs it on the screen. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down mark. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll run the option. Pitch to the back. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
You know, linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Pressure and drop back at the 8-yard line.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, USF.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. UNLV offense back out there. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
They lose yards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 16. He'll hand it off. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. It's a sack. They've got it back at the 4-yard line.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. The USF offense is back out there now. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Bulls. They jump in front here in the 4th. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. The UNLV offense back out on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. He's escaping the pocket now. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the 2nd sack in this game.
Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. So the quarterback lost track of where he was. He was all the way beyond the line of scrimmage before throwing that pass. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. And here's the handoff. That run moves the ball across the 35.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Now it's second down here. And the quarterback dropping back. Makes a quick grab. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Back behind the quarterback, lined in a pistol. And the single back takes the handoff. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Hey, guys up front lined up. It's first down. And there's the handoff. He stopped him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Here's the second down play. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Nowhere to run up the middle.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive. Running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Can they convert on 3rd down and keep this drive rolling? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And that one's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. The 20. Inside the 10. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Southport.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands. Takes it in for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Here's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. After the first play, they're very close to midfield already.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. And he'll set up to throw. A short completion of the tight end. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. I'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. Tackle made at the 41. That's 1st down yardage. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a 2-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. handoff here from the shotgun. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Looking to pass this time. Catch made. Looking for the goal line. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. Here we go. First and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. Here we go. National championship game, fourth quarter. One possession game, Kirk. Let's see who's going to step up.
Well, the stakes can't get any bigger. The offense has done their job to give themselves a chance. But what about their opponent? What about the other side? How will they handle this pressure? Late in the game, they still have the lead. I want to see what their plan of attack is and how aggressive they might be willing to be.
Now they get set to kick it away. He's got it inside the 15. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Here's the option play. He'll toss it to the back. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Here we go now. A crucial play for both sides. They'll set up at 3rd and 4. Quarterback keeps the football. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
But at linebackers and really the quarterback and the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's a short completion to the big tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. Collision of big bodies there.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short game. Defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
Makes a quick catch. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. Now they're going to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Defense is coming after him. Breaks loose at the 45. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers, the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. He bought some time, now lets it go. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UNLV.
What a touchdown here to pull them within one with under a minute to go. Conventional wisdom says you kick the extra point and you rely on your defense to send this game to overtime. But it could go for two to try to take the lead.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the fourth. Turn starts inside the 15. Gets it to the 25-yard line. And that's where they'll start the drive. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. How do you play this now? Do you call a conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win in a regulation? Here's a screen pass to the running back. And a timeout is called. They'll talk it over, tied late here in the fourth quarter.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Second down play coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. On the run here, taking a deep shot. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Movement at the second level of the defense now. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the defense steps in here to call time with 12 seconds left on the clock.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 8. Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. And the running back takes the handoff. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard. And it'll be fourth down. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And he knocks that one right through. And with that, they regain the lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
After the clutch kick to take the lead, now they'll kick it away. The offense still a chance to tie this game if they can drive the field quickly. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Offense will need some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock, a huge factor here. The quarterback making some changes at the line. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking to scramble. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. The ball falls to the ground, and we have a national champion. They're the last team standing on the top of the mountain, Kurt. National champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. As you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the South Florida Bulls.